Yes, good evening. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 5th of February 2022. This is just my weekly analysis video for the pairs I'm trading on the daily time frame, the Forex pairs, using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. So if you do like these videos, guys, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. I know they're not the most exciting videos, as I always say, but we get the message across, and that's the main thing. Thanks for everyone that's new to the channel or joined any of the Facebook groups or the Telegram channels or the Matt's Family Man's Discord channel. Thanks, guys. There'll be links to those in the description of the video, and anyone's more than welcome to join those also. So hopefully everyone's weekend's going okay. Big Six Nations rugby starts tonight, which is good, but I think I'll be sleeping after my interview later tonight. All right, let's have a look at what we do first. We'll have a look at the news, the week ahead. Last week was a really busy week. This week, not so busy. So that's the Forex Factory Economic Calendar. High impact ones is the main ones I'm looking at. So we've got talking heads mainly. The only real big news is the CPI numbers out of the US on Thursday. A couple more talking heads down here. So it's a pretty quiet week after big week last week in the news. This week's super quiet. So not really much to get too concerned about there. Okay, before we get onto the charts, just let's have a look at the indicators, all the different colors, etc. on the chart. You can pause the video, read this, take a screenshot if you wish. But this just shows you what all the indicators, the moving averages are, the three moving averages, what their settings are. The QMP filter, that's the red and green dots on the price chart, how that comes about. Red trend lines, green trend lines, blue trend lines, grey vertical lines. Sells are normally in red, buys are in blue. You'll see all this in the charts. Stop losses are red dotted lines. Big numbers are the big green dashed lines. Bottom indicator is a zero lag MACD. It's just an oscillator. It oscillates around the zero level, and generally we buy when it's below the zero level and sell when it's above the zero level. But we'll see all this on the charts. I'll try and remember to bring this up at the end of the video in case you missed it, and we'll go from there. So let's have a look at the watch list. So I've just got to find TradingView. Here it is here. This is TradingView. This is what I use for my analysis. I actually trade off MT4 and MT5, just depending on which account I'm trading, but this is what I use for my analysis. Just a lot easier. This is my watch list on the right in alphabetical order. Down to gold, the three lower ones, US dollar, US 500, and Bitcoin are just more out of curiosity's sake. Just see how the system works with those. So we'll go through each pair that I've got on. So if you see blue or light blue or blue, means there's a trade on. Light blue just means I've taken some action. No highlight means no trades on. There's a couple there I wish I did, like the Euro Swiss, but not to be. All right, AusCAD. Now you'll see the most recent trade is normally on the right. So this one here, Wednesday the 2nd of Feb, it was a buy. So that's this trade in here, the buy. You can, as I said, pause the video, read my notes. I'll make plenty of notes about what I'm thinking of the trade at the time of entry. Now, I call all these trades live at the time, not after the fact. So I call them within an hour of the market opening and take a screenshot and post that in the Facebook group, Telegram channels, etc. And it's also posted to a shared folder, so everyone's got access to those screenshots. And every now and then I'll do maybe a TradingView video if I've got more than one new signal, or I'll do just screenshots on TradingView, etc. also. So this has got an old trade on too, an old sell from the 31st of December. So this is this sell here. The trend was down, so I want to keep that on. There's already closed half, stops in place for the sell. So that's all good. The buy was taken here. You can read my notes for that. There was hidden bullish divergence followed by a regular bullish divergence there. So it's my two little divergences. And as everyone knows, I love my hidden divergence. Stop for this down here. So it's going nowhere fast at the moment. It was a high risk trade against the trend. You can read all that stuff on the chart there. So, and I left my remaining partial sell trade on, just tighten up the stop on it. So it's just locking in profit on the sell, and hopefully the buy will pop up. If not, if this, say, comes up to the MAs and just rolls over, then I'm still in that sell, hopefully. All right, Japanese yen. Again, two trades, sell back here from the 7th of Jan, which is this one here, and a recent buy in here. It started going nicely, got to the MAs, and just pulled right back on Friday, so back to entry level. Stop, can't lose on the sell. It's got a pretty tight stop now, so it's all good. Here's the buy here for the 1st of February is a buy. MAs are very tight, very flat. It's just a sideways sort of market, but not going anywhere real fast, and just slightly in profit on the buy and locking a little bit of profit on the sell. New Zealand. All right, we're in a couple of trades here. Took a buy here on the 21st of Jan. Didn't exactly like the buy. It was all a bit, yeah. And I made notes about it, why I didn't like it. And then we've got the sell signal here, and this is based on the regular bearish divergence, It's the trend starting to spread. You can see the MAs are starting to move to the upside. So it is a high risk trade against the trend. Stop up here. I'm leaving the buy on. So at the moment, actually, if you both of these trades were taken with the same position size, I'll be locking in a small profit, not going anywhere until we take some action on. Ideally, I'd like to see price come down towards possibly towards the MAs and turn up and head back up again, and hopefully we'll catch both trades both ways. Aussie USD, very similar. We've got a sell here, which is still in play. That's the 19th of Jan. It's come down nicely, come down. Look at this, come down to that 70 cent level. See these big numbers, 70 cent, 75 cent. Look at the support at 70 cent twice there. Now, we took another, we got a sell, and we got a stop just above the entry there. Took a buy a few days ago, and Friday's gone against me, but it's no big deal because we still got the sell on, so it's not too bad. Again, read the notes for any of these trades. Yeah, it wasn't a great setup. It was a high risk trade into the trend. The trend's down. Price is close to the MAs already. There was divergence, but it's just not a convincing setup. CAD Swiss in a sell, been going nowhere. This thing, we were in a sell from back here. It's just went against me, down, then back up and back down. It's just grinding down slowly. Now, the MACD's through the 0 level. I'm going to tighten this right up. It's no use being where it is at the moment. It's going nowhere fast, so let's just tighten. It's not even pointless taking a partial close, because let's just bring the stop right in so we can't lose too much. If it goes against us, that's worst case scenario. We just put it above the entry level there. It's just going nowhere fast, so it's not. Nah. Have a look at this Euro Swiss. Didn't take the buy, which I did. All right, Euro Yen. All right, this one's, I'll just highlight this so I remember to fix it up after the video. There was a sell trade here, taken here. It's gone down nicely, come down towards this support zone here. It's bounced up, taken a buy in here. Now, in the meantime, my sell was stopped out on Thursday's big bang candle up. Huge candle up. So I just left it on the chart to show you I was stopped out. So I would have got an overall profit on the sell. Now the buy's going great guns. We'll give it one more candle, then I'll start taking some action at the moment. So that sell's gone. So I'll tidy up the charts once I'm finished, but I'll just leave it on the video to show you guys on the video. I'll tidy up after. So just in the buy now, that's all. Euro Yen. Euro USD, I think it's very similar. Yep. Sell here, went down towards its lows here, closed that half drop, dragged the stop right down nice and tight. In the meantime, got a buy signal here, and Thursday again popped through and took out the oops, what have I done there, Jim? Sorry. Yeah, took out the stop there. So that's Wednesday, 19th of Jan sell is gone. So I'll tidy up the charts once I finish, as I said. Right, where are we? Pound yen. I think this is another one. Yeah, another one stopped out. Sell back here. Prices come down nicely. MACD platinum through the 0 level and into the MAs. Close out half here. Drag the stop down just inside the entry. Keep it nice and tight. And we have this buy signal here. Buy's popped up and we've stopped out on the sell. So that sell's also gone. So we just got the buy left on. As I said, I'll tidy up the charts when I'm finished. I'll just leave that on to show you guys where I was stopped out and what happened. Pound New Zealand. This is one that's going great guns to the upside. We're at a buy all the way back here, which is 12th of November. Still going up. It's a what's that, 1400 pips or something. So it's a big one, big move, one of the big home runs. In the meantime, we've had a couple of sells here, one here, we've taken a sell. This is getting extreme. Like, price is a long way above the MAs, so it's got to come back, or the MAs are going to meet price. And with the MACD platinum's been above the zero for a long time. This is a zero level here. It's been above that, so, and it's been regular divergence, all up, bearish divergence all the way up there. Yeah, so we're in the buy, so it's good. We're locking in a bit of profit on the buy, which is great. So that's why I'm quite happy to take the high risk sell to the downside. Pound USD, another one that's left on to show you the unbelievable correlation. Sell here, went down nicely. Very familiar pattern, come down, MACD platinum through the zero level, closed half, bring the stop down underneath the entry level. Got the buy signals here, high risk trade, leave the sell on, and bang, popped up on Thursday and took my stop out. So stopped out on the sell, that's gone. Now it looks like it's rolling over to the downside. So we'll get taken out the sell and we'll probably reverse on the buy too, which is not good. But that's the pound USD. We're still in profits just. New Zealand CAD, we're at a sell back here from the 31st of December, end of the year. It's come down nicely, MACD through the zero level, tighten everything up, bring the stop down, trends down, so we want to keep this trade on as long as we can. In the meantime, we had a buy signal here, this grey vertical line. We took the buy, the stop was down here, it got stopped out. So we're stopped out of that trade for a loss. In the meantime, this buy signal's remained valid. There's been no new red dot, and so the buy signal remains valid. Draw a trend line across the highs, and when it broke the highs, broke that trend line here on this candle, I took another buy because the buy signal is still valid. There's no, this is the last QMP dot, so it's still a valid signal. MACD platinum below the zero level. We've got regular bullish divergence supporting it, and we've got a partial sell on, so we've got a bit of a hedge there, so it's good. So that's a New Zealand CAD. Gee, I must be racing through today. USD, Japanese yen. Last trade was a buy here, went up, rolled over, come down, popped back up on Friday. Not going anywhere fast. MACD platinum's closer to the zero level. Really got to take out this previous high to convince me that it's going to go up higher. The trend's up. You can see the trend's been up for a while now, but it's just not. It's just grinding. It's nothing flash. USD, Singapore dollar. Last trade was a sell. I did have a buy in here, and I got closed that out for a loss. So messages. So we've got a sell here, and it's going down nicely on Thursday. Then Friday it stalled a bit just because of non-farm payrolls, etc. But it's still in the black just, but it's not going that well. Really need to probably break this previous low here. But I like the hidden bearish divergence there, so it was good. All right, gold. I think I'm in a sell here. Yes. Going nowhere fast. Grey dots just. Grey line there is just a warning for me. Let me know there's a green dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level, so I'm starting to look to buy. I'm in buy mode. In the meantime, got this sell here. I made a note. It's sticking around this 1800 level. It's been a bit of a sticking point, 1800. You can see it sort of respected it a fair bit, and we're stuck here again. So we get in this area here. I'm closing out half and dragging the stop right nice and tight. Now, if it pops up, then we really haven't lost much at all. Well, we probably have a overall small profit. So that's gold and the sell. Now, just these three, just out of curiosity, US dollar. We've got divergence forming. I just draw the vertical lines to show you where the signals are. You know, obviously red for sell and buy for blue. Just how it moves. What have we got here? To sell. Last one was a sell. Back to the MAs, high risk trade. Yeah. US 500, which is the US stock market. We had this low here. If you remember, I drew this line last week. Came down, didn't break this low here, which has showed pretty good support. And it's bounced up nicely, gone back up towards the MAs. Now, it looks like it's starting to roll over again later in the week. Now, whether this sort of chart, goes up, comes down, and maybe goes up again and rolls over. Who knows? Who knows? It's the US stock market. It's bullish bias, so just be careful. It's just an indication. So last signal's a buy. You can see the sells, the buys, sells. It's just straightforward. Bitcoin, BTC, USD. Oh, there we go. Starting to red in the right direction. Last signal's a buy in here. These big numbers are just the big numbers. The big levels: 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000. So that's the green lines. This low here was a big one. It broke through there, didn't drop down sort of below didn't get to the 30,000 level, and it seems to have found some support here. Last signal's a buy, heading up now, but it really needs to take out these previous highs if the bull markets continue. In the meantime, the MAs are starting to spread to the downside, so it looks like it's rolling over a little bit. So that's Bitcoin. So that's it for the watch list. I've gone through this video super quick. I don't know why. Maybe I'm talking too fast or something. There's really not much happening. It's all pretty straightforward. Let's bring up that Word document. Like I said, I call all these trades at the time and take a screenshot, post a screenshot in the groups, and then we just play it out. And this weekly analysis video, if there's any trade management during the week, I try to update you guys in the Facebook group and the Telegram channels, etc. with that. And I also just advise you about any sort of stop outs or move stops or something like that. So, all right, guys, enjoy your weekend. Tonight in about 3 hours or so, I've got an interview, part of that message, the post I posted with Jameer. So I think I'm the first one being interviewed by him. So that's tonight. If you haven't seen the link, have a look in the Facebook group and that, and check it out. And hopefully see you guys on there tonight sometime. All right, have fun, stay safe, and thanks for watching. Cheers.